Welcome back. We contracted with a respected nonprofit group to conduct an undercover investigation into how local police stations handle citizen complaints. Thus far in our investigation, the departments have been very cooperative. That is about to change. At 11:26 on a Friday night, we arrived at Independence Police Headquarters with our undercover tester, Greg Slate, from the respected Washington-based Police Complaint Center. What we quickly discovered is there's a right way to take a citizen complaint.
We're trying to find out making a complaint against an officer.
And the Independence way.
Nah, not really, man. I've been standing out here just trying to get a complaint form, man.
It's 11:56, and our undercover tester has been in the Independence Police lobby for a half an hour. For the last 22 minutes, he's been waiting for this man, Sergeant Clay Swatzel, the shift supervisor.
The officer doesn't come out and say, hey, nice to meet you, I understand that you have a complaint. He just comes out, stands in front of me, and says, you wanted to talk to me. And that was a frustrating statement because I clearly had expressed to them I didn't want to talk to him.
Rumors and hearsay about what happened in this lobby were plastered on the front of the Star's Metro section and took over talk radio airwaves in Kansas City.
For this guy to try to get a reaction out of the Independence police officer, and when he doesn't get a reaction out of him, thump him with his chest. What is that?
Independence police spokesman Tom Gentry told the Star that Slate grew more aggressive, used offensive language, and that Slate rammed his own head into a glass wall. But little of what Independence Police told the paper or to KMBZ radio was true. It was all caught on audio and videotape. KCTV 5 obtained the police department's own surveillance tape from that night. Here's what really happened in its entirety.
Nah, not really, man. I've been standing out here just trying to get a complaint form, man.
Okay, you don't want to talk to me?
Nah, I don't want to stand out here and talk to some cop about this now.
Okay. I'll talk to you.
Okay, man, can I get a complaint form?
In reference to?
A formal complaint against the cop, man. I told her. I've been standing out here forever.
Okay, I'm the one that takes that. I need to know what's in reference to.
You need to know what it's in reference to? I'm not going to stand out here and, get into something
All right,
with some
well,
cop.
we're done then.
Man, the form is right there. Why don't you give it to me?
Because that's what you have to do.
Why?
It's just the way you have to do it.
Why?
Because that's the policy. That's the way it
That's
works.
the policy?
Okay.
Man,
You need, if you're not going to be disruptive to my lobby.
I'm not being disruptive.
Okay.
I'm not being disruptive. I'm asking you for the complaint form. It's right there. Why don't you take
I'm
it?
the one that takes that.
You take it. Who are you?
I am the sergeant in charge of this shift right now.
So, what does that mean?
It means I'm in charge.
Why can't you hand me that complaint form, man?
Because that's my form,
That's
and I'm
your
the one
form?
that takes that.
You mean you can't take that and leave? You can't take that and leave. A citizen can't come in here and take that and leave.
Well, we talk to them first.
Well, I'm not talking about generally, man. I'm talking about...
We're done.
We're done?
Yeah, we're done.
Man, what's your name?
Can I do that? I can't see that. Thank you.
You need to go. We're done.
Were you throwing me out?
You need to leave my lobby, yes.
Why?
Because you need to leave the lobby.
What happens if I don't?
You get arrested.
For what? What are you going to arrest me for?
Disrupting public disorderly conduct.
For asking for a complaint form?
We've already been through that.
You're going to arrest me for asking for a complaint form.
You don't have business to conduct legally.
I got business to conduct, man. I want that form right there.
We're done.
We're done. Why are we done? Why?
I'm going to repeat myself. You need to leave the lobby.
Why? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Oh, oh, it's my head, dude. My head. Oh, my head. Oh.
Don't know what you think this is. This is not a playground. You don't talk here to push your way around.
Don't break that, man. you doing, man? You're tearing my clothes. Relax. I'm relaxing my legs, dude.
You put yourself in the position, we didn't. It's then that our undercover microphone is unplugged. It takes less than 2.5 minutes from the time Sergeant Swatzel meets Greg to the moment Greg is handcuffed. He has a bump on his head the size of a golf ball, and he's bleeding. In official police reports, Sergeant Swatzel, another officer, and 2 civilian employees all say that Greg struck his own head against the front desk glass.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Oh! They told me to bleed all that I wanted, like it was my choice. And in fact, they blamed me for this. They said that it was my fault, and clearly that wasn't the situation. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Oh, oh, it's my head, dude. My head. I didn't grab my head and throw it into that glass.
A short time later, Independence police take Greg, still in handcuffs, to Truman Medical Center, Lakewood, for his head injury. He undergoes a CAT scan, an MRI, and x-rays. In the early morning hours Saturday, Greg is released from the hospital and eventually police custody, charged with disorderly conduct.
Nobody gets bloodied in a police department asking for a complaint form. It doesn't happen.
So would you say this is the worst?
This is hands down the worst.
If you're wondering why you haven't heard from Independence, well, we tried. Chief Mills, can we ask you a couple of questions?
I don't talk to you.
Sir, we just want to know why you didn't tell the truth about what happened last night.
I'm not going to talk to you.
That was Police Chief Fred Mills, who refused to talk to me about that night.
Well, Usher, 4 departments. Why only 4?
Well, we had intended on testing dozens of local stations, but the morning after our test in Independence, the police department alerted other area police departments about our investigation.
And the gig was up. They knew.
That's right.
Okay.
Incredible surveillance pictures. All right, thanks. And I'm sure that we haven't heard the last of this investigation. In fact,